What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Upper Left RC. Today we're going to be taking a look at this build right here. This is the Ninja Goat from Adam over at Reactive Terrain and Rocky Goat Racing. This thing is awesome. We're going to dive into it, take a look at the build, look at the modifications I did on mine, and then we'll take it for a little run. So right out of the gate, huge shout out to Adam over at Reactive Terrain for sending this over to me, and I am super thankful for that. This rig is so cool. Ever since I saw his, he does a lot of shorts, he does a lot of cool videos, really awesome stuff. I'll put a link in the description to not only his channel, where you can check out his videos. He has one of the coolest indoor courses, I think, anywhere, and probably definitely over in jolly old England, or wherever he's from. I'm pretty sure it's England. Either way, this thing is awesome. His channel's cool. I'll also put a link in the description directly to his store where you can pick one of these up if you'd like. This kit is pretty awesome. It comes with everything you need to basically take a stock Scx24 or whatever modded one you have, swap over the components, and get yourself a Ninja Goat. This is, I believe, a Suzuki Samurai or like a Jimny style thing with like an exo cage. It looks like a Samurai to me, an older Samurai or something like that. Let me know down in the comments if you know what it's based off of. This comes in a, not a PLA, I believe it's a ABS. I believe this comes in an ABS plastic. It's 3D printed. It comes in a couple different pieces. So you've got the body here, the front cab part is all one piece, and then the rear truck bed along with the internal piece here, the scaffolding that kind of mounts everything together. Those are the three pieces you get, along with a couple little extra things here and there, and the skid plate that screws into the sides, ready to mount pretty much any stock stuff or aftermarket stuff you want. This one I did paint. It comes all black. It's hand painted with some acrylic paints. There's some touching up I need to do, but and then these right here, you'll have to picture it without these racks. This is how it comes. It's pretty cool. I'm sure you've seen his. If not, go check it out. These little racks I put on the back here that have the gas cans. There's some like a axe and a shovel back here, another shovel, off-road jack, and some boards here. A lot of this will look familiar to most of you. Both of these racks are off the side of a Gladiator, Scx24 Gladiator that comes with those. I kind of just hacked and slashed them, used a lighter to kind of melt and form them, and then glued them onto the back here so they're nice and stable, and I think they fit and look pretty cool. It was a nice little accessory to kind of set it apart from anyone else who might have one of these. He also included an interior. I know some kits have like different stuff. He's got a bunch of different models, but he sent over this interior, which is kind of cool. It has a little driver with a fire extinguisher next to it. I didn't have any instructions on how to assemble it, so I just kind of winged it. I made a short of this. You might have seen it on my channel, and Adam actually commented on it and was telling me a few tips on, he's seen people convert these to brushless, a way to strip the ESC out of its box so it fits in there better. But yeah, this is just kind of how I decided to put it together. We've got stock length suspension in the front and rear, some hot racing shocks, and then I've got these Injora cantilever type suspension extensions in the rear. Just gives it a little more flex. Doesn't really unload, which is nice, but I really like these. I have them on my other comp rig and decided to pick up another pair. Couldn't quite get the fronts to work, but I think that's okay. I don't think you need that much travel in the front. It still has enough stock length travel and plenty of suspension options to like mount where you want the shocks. So no big deal there. I'm happy with the way it turned out. We've got a Eco Boost, I think, or Eco Tech or something, servo that I picked up from the local hobby shop. Some Injora high clearance links, Injora steel drive shafts, Injora brass painted black knuckles on here, some Coda Racing titanium diff covers, and I think that's about it really. It's stock electronics, stock motor actually, and it seems to handle it just fine. I got a little shorty pack battery stuffed back up in there. But yeah, this thing does great. The tires are some RC all-wheel drive, or RC four-wheel drive Baja Terrain BFGs. they fit these rims when I was putting them together. These are TCRC wheels. They are like painted or powder coated. I think they're powder coated or something like that, because the paint doesn't really scratch off, but they're legit bead locks. So they're a pain to put together, but I thought they looked really cool, so I wanted to give them a shot, and I thought this would be a cool rig to put them on. I like the kind of camo splattered paint style of them, and it worked. Let me know what you think. Either way, this truck is cool. You could set it up with different link lengths. There's also holes. I painted over the third hole here. The bodies have 3 holes, so you can adjust the skid where you want it on the body depending on link length. You do longer in the rear, shorter in the front, kind of like deadbolt or something, and just move to these 2 holes here, get the skid plate move forward so it all geometrically lines up. But yeah, it's a great rig, ton of fun to run. Again, it comes black. I just painted it, put some fake brake lights, some marker lights, and it does include a front grille piece. This is a separate piece here that's notched out for the servo, and I do have headlights in there. They do have like little pockets to mount the stock headlights in there, although depending on where your ESC is, I did have to extend this side, the wiring, to reach the ESC, because I put it over here depending on where you mount it, so you might have to do a little tweaking there to make it work. But yeah, really cool rig.